Hi neighbors, I am Birdie, if we haven't met yet, and this is our spot for the week. Stunning. This place is also a little bit close to Strawberry, much further down the very long windy road to get here. It's very gorgeous and I'm very happy to be here. We're gonna be here for, I don't know, 4 days or so. So yeah, let's get to camping, guys. I just had a random dog visit me. I'm just sitting here in my van and all of a sudden peeked around the corner, this little black muzzle, and I was instantly scared. I don't know if you can see this scar here. When I was a little kid, I had a dog bite me literally across. There's a scar down here and a scar up here because a white German Shepherd got me when I was like 5 years old. So even though I love dogs, I do still have like a tiny residual amount of fear left over for bigger dogs that I am not familiar with. And this was a bigger dog that I was not familiar with. And, you know, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, not expecting to see or think anybody. And if I see a black muzzle, I'm a little concerned it's a bear. Like immediate, a little bit like, aw, shit. But no, it was like this black lab and she had a collar on that said Kaya, but I was like frozen in fear and I couldn't like make myself reach my hand out to see whether or not she was friendly, and she only gave me like a few seconds to respond, and when I didn't respond, she took off. I don't know where she is now. I've tried to find her because once I recovered, I was like, I cannot believe I just let fear keep me from petting the dog. And is she okay? Where's her family? Like, is she okay? I mean, she had a collar and she looked like she was like, you know, in good shape. So I'm assuming that there's maybe some campers somewhere around here and it's her, you know, their pooch and that she's okay. But dang it, I let fear keep me from petting the dog. Dang it. Hot tips for when it's hot and you're trying to stay cool. You're eating some cool snacks. You come across one that's got a little black on it. And your brain says, I can't eat that. Guess what I can do though? I can set that cold thing right down on my knee and now suddenly my knee is cool as an ocean breeze. Hot tips with Birdie. I am fairly certain that I stole this recipe or borrowed it from, or learned it, I should say, from Bunny at the Bunny Plays Here channel. You guys probably already know about her. She's awesome. She's always teaching something really cool. And she recently showed us this, what is it called? Pataka sauce? I can't remember now. Anyway, she showed us a recipe like this. So simple and so good. There's kind of a weird thing about this particular spot that I'm at. For some reason, almost everybody that goes by here stops like within viewing distance of me. And this is a really remote area, so it's kind of strange for them to always stop right where they can see me and I can see them. I'm sure it has nothing to do with me. It's just a really weird thing about this. Like right now, there's these motorcyclers. Can you see them? That have just stopped right there. I genuinely have no idea why. I'm not upset about it at all. Like obviously all of this is public land. You can do what you want. It's just like weird. Like every single person who's driven by, and there hasn't been a lot. It's a very remote area. 2 or 3 a day, maybe. They always seem to stop right a little bit up that way or a little bit back that way and like do stuff. I don't know what it is. And again, they have the right to be here, so I'm absolutely not mad about it at all. But I am like a little uncomfortable the whole time they're doing it because like, oh no, I don't even know why. But I was already cooking when they drove by, so I wasn't about to stop doing what I was doing. I had bunny food to eat. So I'm gonna enjoy that and hopefully they'll, I don't know. Maybe they'll put up a tent and stay. Maybe we'll become friends. Who knows? There's something about this place that, like, I just can't quite get past, like, the anxiousness. And one of the things about, like, the kind of brain that some of us have, where we're, like, always a little bit nervous about everything all the time. So you don't really know sometimes whether or not it's your gut telling you, be careful, you know, you're supposed to listen to your gut, or if it's just like your regular generalized scared of everything kind of thing. So I'm out here. I think I'm like on day 4 of being out here, and I still like find myself constantly looking for bears, looking for something. What's over there? What was that? What was that? Constantly scanning the horizon, tree line or whatever, like looking for something. But there's just something about this place in particular, that I've just been feeling, I don't know, I can't quite get past it. So I've been spending most of my time in the van. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Part of it might be the fact that like a deer walked by. I think I have some, hopefully that footage came out and I can put that in here. But a deer like walked by, not super close to the van, but close enough. It was quite lovely, but it also made me think like, well, there's bears, deer, predators, you know? So the deer are here and they don't seem to mind that I'm here, which probably means that the predators don't probably mind all that much that I'm here either. In fact, they might, I don't know, it might smell good to them. So I don't know, there's just this weird feeling about being in this particular spot, and it's gorgeous and I love it, and I will almost certainly come back, maybe, I don't know, I haven't decided, but I'm hoping that eventually I get over this feeling of like, because I mean it's so pretty and I don't want to be scared of this place. So this brilliant little spot here is our home for the next few days. It's way far down a windy but paved road, so pretty dang easy to get to. And it's pretty private. It's fairly far off the road, which is right over there. The paved little tiny winding tiny road, so it may be that if you have a fatter rig you may not be able to get through, but if you're a skinnier rig like me, then you can definitely get through. And this place is my favorite place so far, but it does have very unreliable cell service. The cell service kind of keeps going in and out, so I don't think that's particularly safe. So I'm probably only going to stay for, well, I stayed last night, and then I'm probably just going to stay tonight, and I'll probably take off after that. I don't know. I love it here so much. So I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I mean, like, look at this. If that other place had griffin nests, this place has a dragon lair. How is that not a dragon lair? Like, I'm just waiting for Aragon and Saphira to just come and, you know, alight. Wait, is alighting when you land or is alighting when you go? Well, you know what I mean. Land. Some fancy word for land. There are a bajillion chipmunks, which is really, really cool because I love chipmunks, but also, like, I definitely sprayed a lot of peppermint oil around the car just to make sure that they don't come try to eat my wires. But look at this. Tell me a dragon doesn't live here. You can't convince me. I mean, look, he even scorched the trees and everything. He must have been burping from a really good meal. And if you go up this little road here, I've got some footage that I'll put in here of that up there. I am entirely too lazy to walk up there a second time, sorry. But there's like another little area up there that's even more private. It's also a cute place. I didn't discover that until I'd already decided to park where I parked, but there's some level spots up there, so that's also a good alternative.
Hey, look! I'm king of the world! Woo!
And then look over here. Somebody painted a face on the rock. It looks like a blobfish. Hello! I mean, I do know that probably some people, you know, would consider that bad. And I guess, like, technically it is because you're definitely not leaving no trace at that point. But, excuse me, I'm out of breath. I don't know how people do the whole walk around and talk stuff without panting, but, you know, I ain't one of them non-panters. Sorry. Anyways, it's definitely not leave no trace, but they left a smile. They left a smile on my face. There's trace, face, close enough. I'll go ahead and put coordinates down for this place because I will almost certainly not come back because of the cell phone issue, unfortunately. But if you guys have a cell booster type thing, cell service, cell signal booster, or Starlink or whatever, this place is amazing in the middle of the El Dorado forest, about 20 miles off Highway 50. There's a plane up there. I don't know if you can see it. Hi, plane. Hope y'all are enjoying your time or whatever it is y'all are doing. Anyway, my favorite spot so far. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Y'all, I have my very first review request. Somebody from EBL has sent me this power station in order to give it a review, which is really exciting. And here's what it looks like. This is just a preview. I'm going to be doing a whole review video on it. But I did ask them before I agreed to this. I was like, I would love this opportunity, but only if A, I get at least 2 to 3 weeks to use it for a little bit before I give the review, so I can actually give an honest, you know, and fully informed review. And B, I'm going to give a fully honest review. So if I end up not liking it, like, I'm gonna tell them the truth. And if you're okay with those terms, then I would love to do this for you. And she wrote back and said, heck yeah, I have up to 4 weeks to use it before I can give the review. And they want an honest review. So I agreed, and I'm really excited. I have just filmed the box opening, unboxing, that's like the official internet word for it, and I will have the review out in, I don't know, a couple weeks. I want to use it for at least 2 weeks before I say whether or not I like it or not. I actually have used the EBL rechargeable batteries an awful lot, and I love them. They're very good and they hold a good charge, and I've not had any trouble with them, so I have high hopes for this, but we shall see in a couple of weeks. I heard you guys about overlapping the screen. So instead of making a slit with magnets, you just put overlap like that. You guys were very adamant about that in the comments, and you were so right. It is so much better because you don't have to worry about like magnets lining up or whatever, and it's just real easy to get in and out. Definitely the way to go. Thank you so much. And then I like rolled up just some wood pieces in the bottom here so that it would give it some weight, sort of keep it flush with the door there, which was very similar to another suggestion I got. So thank you so much. You definitely make my life much easier. Right now, I am so grateful for the mosquito netting. Look at this thing. I think it's a pine Sawyer beetle, which usually does not bite, but can bite and feels like a bee sting. And he just came and landed right here on my screen, which means that if I didn't have the screen, he would have come inside and I would have had a heart attack. Okay, did y'all just hear that? I'm trying to convince myself I didn't hear it, but I swear it sounded like a boar. Like rooting around on the ground. Did y'all hear that? Or is it in my head? I was really just trying to record the sounds of the forest at the end of the day. Maybe it's in my head. I'm gonna have to play the video back. See if you can hear it. I don't think there's any boars out here. It didn't sound like a bear. It sounded more like... I don't know. But I'm kind of spooking myself out, so I guess it's time to get in the van. I was gonna try and spend some time out here in the sunset, but I didn't go in. I don't want to go in yet. It's my last night here before I go back to the city. And this has definitely been my favorite place. I just love, love, love it here. The cell service did go out a few times, and part of me's like, well, that's fine. It's just a little bit. But I have a feeling that once I drive away and I'm not here in the magic of it, I'll be like, I probably shouldn't go somewhere where there's no cell service. So I probably will not come back here. But it's just amazing. I've seen birds I've never seen before. I see chipmunks like every dusk and dawn. Tons and tons of just like bird sounds, and I think there's like a woodpecker over there, and I only heard shooting one time, and usually just about anywhere you go camping you're gonna hear shooting, unfortunately, but I've only heard it one time since I've been here. And then of course there's the dragon lair. Best place I have been to so far. The weather has been pristine, so it's been a really lovely week. Yep, but we leave tomorrow, or I leave tomorrow. I think I'm still so used to saying we, because for 17 and a half years it was me and my daughter. We did everything together, so I still we, and I still can we, because y'all are weeing with me now. You know what? I'm still a we. Oh, hang on, my daughter's calling me. So I'm just in the middle of doing my final walk around, making sure I didn't miss any trash, leave any of my stuff behind. All looks good. And I think we're ready to go. We're off to the city, and I'll go ahead and close the video out now. Thank you guys so much. I know this was a little bit of a strange, kind of all over the place vlog, and I do apologize for that. I crammed 2 weeks into one vlog. But this last week has been divine, and I have enjoyed y'all spending it with me, and I will look forward to the next time, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time. And I'm just rambling at this point, so okay, I love you, bye. How was that?